Good evening, welcome to the Opinion Box. My name is Levi Kones, and to join me in this box tonight is Engineer John Ochoti. He is running for Senate, Nairobi County, on a KANU ticket. Karibu sana.
Yeah, asante, Levi. Thank
Glad
you.
to have you here.
Thank you very much for having me tonight.
Yeah, how would you describe yourself in a nutshell?
I am a people person, I can say that. I love working with communities, and as a candidate for Senate, my approach is people, essentially. Yeah, so my profession is an engineer. I'm a trained engineer. I've worked for a while, for about 10 years plus in telecommunications industry. I've also been active in community organizations, helping people here and there. Yes. Yeah, and now I have a new title. I'm a politician now.
You're a politician.
Yes.
E-politics ulianza kivipi? How did you enter, and why did you choose the Senate seat of Nairobi?
Senate, okay, I've been a resident of Nairobi for a while, for almost 20 years now. And I had this push, it's an in thing which came from, deep inside of serving, of offering myself to be of service to people. So personally, I've been a beneficiary of society. In high school, I was supported by bursaries, by community. Even in university, I got a scholarship. I was educated by East African breweries. And I've had this thing of always wanting to return, to community, to serve the community. So in terms of joining politics, I have always been interested in politics. Even in campus, I was a bit, not so very active, but I tried student politics.
Which campus is that?
University of Nairobi, main campus. The University of Nairobi. Yeah, so where I studied engineering, electrical engineering.
Yeah.
So I sought to be a leader within the association of engineering students. So that's where the political bug beat me back in the day. Yeah. Now in Nairobi, I saw the opportunity to serve in the Senate, so that I can cover the entire county through legislation, which is affecting people. Watu wanalia sana. People are really suffering. They want a leadership that cares, a leadership that listens to them, a leadership that is close to them. So when I even looked around the candidates, my competitors, I could see that they really are touched from the people. So I saw an opportunity that I could join the race and make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why KANU?
The Grand Old Party.
Yeah.
Kila mtu ni mwana KANU, I believe. Like even if you look at the entire political spectrum.
Oh, really? Jogo tingiza.
Yeah, jogo ni kutingiza. Yeah. Even viewers, wherever they are. Naweza waambia mtingize tu kidogo hapo nyumbani, hapo mbele ya TV. Hii ni chama ya baba na mama. Yeah, so KANU is a party that we call it KANU Fresh now.
Yeah.
Sio KANU ile ya zamani. Hii KANU imekuwa revamped. It has new leadership. It's vibrant. It has a lot of young people there. It has a lot of women representation within the party structures. Yeah. It has even people with disabilities. It's a party for the people. And the way it is being managed, the party leader, the chairman, is a gentleman. Everyone can give it to him. And as a leader, I like his leadership. So choosing KANU was very easy for me.
Yeah.
And
some would say, Bwana Ochoti, that, in as far as parties are concerned, that there seems to be a two-horse race. What would you say?
What do you mean a two-horse race?
Yeah, like you're either
nijijazie. You're either Azimio or Kenya Kwanza. Is that what you mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm alluding to, yes.
Yeah, KANU is not standing alone. KANU also is in Azimio, as you're all aware. So tuko kwa mrengo moja. Ukisema hiyo two horse race, we are in one.
Na hiyo mambo ya kusema that you know that you where they talked about zoning.
Yes.
It did not affect you, or it was not a factor in Nairobi?
Zoning initially, you know, it's a concept which had to be handled very carefully. Yeah. You know, people have been campaigning, people have been preparing to run. Some have been preparing for even 5 years, or even more than 5 years. And they have been traversing, you know, talking to people. And being in politics is not an easy affair. Watu wamejitolea sana. So ukifika huko mwisho waambie kidogo, you are being zoned. It didn't go well with us as a party. So as a party, we were not part of the zoning conversation countrywide. So we have fielded candidates wherever we wanted to field candidates, except the presidency. According to KANU, it's only the presidency that is zoned for Baba.
But the rest is free for all.
The rest is free for all.
Aren't you concerned that that puts you at a risk of, you know, losing the seat to Kenya Kwanza?
I don't see it that way.
When so many of you in one side are standing. I
don't see it that way. Because, you know, we have one objective, tuone Baba ameingia State House, you know. Objective number 1 of this campaign. Then number 2, we want to give Baba MPs to work with. We want to give Baba enough senators to work with, enough MCAs to work with. And the way we are doing our politics, when we are many from Azimio side, it is a strength to the ticket to the president, to our 5th president, Raila Odinga, because we are all mobilizing votes for him. And when you talk about us losing the seat, still there is time. We still have a chance of having one of us be the preferred candidate for Senate.
Really? Isn't it a bit too late in the day?
And I look for that one to be, you know, if my brother comes and says Sifuna is from the ODM side. We have other candidates in other parties. We have candidates in NAC Kenya. We have DAP Kenya. Yeah, so I look forward to a point where what I support, that's what I'm looking for. And I'm praying for. And I know, ikuwe ni Ochoti, niwakilishe. Because ukiangalia, like when you see the spectrum, we have the president is from ODM, the presidential candidate. The running mate is from Kenya. Azimio has a lot of parties, you know, over 20 plus parties. We have in Nairobi, to be specific about where I'm running, Polycarp is from Jubilee. The running mate is from Wiper, Professor Kaloki. The Senate, hapo tunasema kidogo, tena tusirudisha ODM. Wacha KANU ipate pia. We are not asking for a lot.
Wacha KANU ipate haki.
Wacha KANU ipate haki yake. Because we are in Azimio proper.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was a suggestion that you guys were, you know, with the Kalonzo team for a while. Not sure whether you're here or there.
Our chairman has been very clear. And when Kalonzo was making his moves, he was not making as Oka. He was making as Wiper. That one.
He's still making his moves, it seems.
He's still making his moves. And as KANU has not said that we are not in Azimio. In fact, there was speculation that our chairman appeared to support Kalonzo.
Yeah, they said he disappeared, alipotea kidogo.
Hakupotea.
A manhunt was almost being launched.
No.
To find the guy.
If you are keen, on that day when Mother Karua was being unveiled as the running mate to Baba at KICC, our chairman was there. Gideon Moi was there. But you see now, he also has to, you know, it's dialogue. We want numbers on our side. We want Musyoka on our side.
Yeah.
Within Azimio. So the chairman has to continue to talk to Musyoka.
Yeah. Let's talk about the choice of Azimio.
Yes.
You know, at a time when people are saying, okay, you have a presidential candidate who is elderly, the other ones are touting that they have younger, fresher blood. They tout that they have the bottom-up agenda. You have your 10-piece agenda.
10-point agenda.
Yes, your 10-point agenda. Why you, as a young man, are you associated with Azimio?
Kidogo hapo, you are not right. You know, Azimio is not a party for the old.
No, it's not by suggestion.
Yeah.
It's the narrative they push.
Who is pushing that
Kenya
narrative?
Kwanza push that narrative. That's not
Kenya
my narrative.
Kwanza.
It's me who's just trying to tell you. That narrative is being pushed down there. That's not joke.
And you know, age. They
Mambo
say,
ya zamani, they say if you want to hear about the past, go that side.
yeah.
Yeah.
They say age is just about a number. Age is a number. And I cannot talk much about Kenya Kwanza. Being a leader, in fact, my party leader now, the coalition party leader,
Yeah.
Honorable Raila, he might be, you know, age is advancing in age. Of course, he's not very young, but his spirit is young.
Yeah. I'm asking you to explain to your voters your choice of.
Yes.
Of
Why
coalition.
Azimio?
Yes.
Azimio represents what I believe in. As a party, let me start with the party KANU. As you might be aware, we launched our manifesto, a new manifesto, which we call Back to Business. When we say back to business, we mean business. The running of a country should be taken very seriously. It's a business, you know. You are running affairs of a whole nation, you know, touching lives of people, making policies. So as KANU decided that we join Azimio, I found it a proper. In fact, I was really yearning that KANU joins Azimio. It was my silent prayer, and it was answered, because Azimio is pro people. We can say that. Is for proper governance. Is for longevity. We are not running like a short race. It's a marathon. Yeah, and Azimio represents that. And if you can even compare the leaders who are in Kenya Kwanza, those ones who are in Azimio, we can even say, Levi, the people of Kenya Kwanza, they can give a chance to Azimio. Them, they have time. Going by your narrative of age, William is a brilliant politician. You know, he has worked hard to be where he is today, and we wish him well. But tunasema ngoja kidogo, not this time. He'll be considered when the right time comes.
Right, so
Yeah.
back to Nairobi and its politics.
Yes.
The Senate seat of Nairobi.
Yeah.
What do you really want to do with that seat?
I also have my agenda for the people of Nairobi. I have gone round, I've listened to them. First and foremost, we are all in Nairobi. Most of us are in this city, tunatafuta kujikimu, si ndio? We are looking to earn a living. And in the process of earning a living, we work within a legislative, you know, environment where laws are made to govern how we manage our resources, to govern how, you know, what we prioritize in terms of health facilities, you know, education and all that. To be specific, I have an agenda for women empowerment in Nairobi, youth empowerment, and even people with disability. That's agenda number one. A majority of the people who are out there within the city are youth. Vijana wanaumia sana. Na wanataka one of their own to represent them. And we are saying that we can't sit back. They cannot say that vijana nyinyi viongozi wa kesho imeshafika. In fact, kesho ilifika kitambo sana. We are late to this race. So there is that, women, youth, and people with disability empowerment. That's my first priority. Empowerment economically, making laws that favor the youth, the small businesses, the mamambogas, you know, people, you can say the people of the other side, our competitors, they like using that term, mamamboga, boda boda. Boda boda ni wetu, they are our neighbors. They ferry us. Mamambogas, they feed us. Those are the people we are looking at. Then when you look at the health sector, we can do better. We can do better as a county. We can allocate resources to ensure that health services are brought closer to the people. I allowed the president Uhuru Kenyatta. He has done a lot to expand infrastructure for health services. He's tried to build, you know, hospitals within the wards, you know, bringing services closer to the people. But I'm saying now we can do better still. We can increase those facilities. We can have more doctors. We can have more nurses. In fact, when I go around, there's a peculiar thing which is coming out when I speak to people on ground, as they say. Maternity services. It's a serious issue. It's a serious. I never thought about it that way, but you know, the people are saying they, ikifika hiyo wakati ya kujifungua wakina mama wanaumia sana. And my work as a senator is to drive legislation to prioritize where resources are being allocated, and also to represent the people. That's my point number 2 on health services. On education infrastructure, we want to also allocate more resources. We want, for classrooms, you'll be shocked. I don't know whether you have gone to some of the schools that we have. A classroom which is built to hold 40 students inakuwa na watu hata 80, even 100. Yeah, so the situation is so bad. We can reallocate our resources through legislation so that we cater to the basic services. We empower ourselves economically, we get proper health services, and we also educate our children. Yeah, so those are my 3 key things. I have a 6-point agenda. If you give me time, I can go on and list all of them.
Yeah.
But that one is the gist of, you know,
that's the gist of the thing.
Of what I want to do.
How are you selling it to the people? Is it resonating?
Very well. I'm being received very well on the ground. Yeah.
People say politics is a game of, you know, numbers, especially money. You need deep pockets. How's that working out for you? How are you feeling on the ground?
The ground, you know, the way it is, you know.
I like how you're side first.
Vijana wanataka maziwa. When you go there, they say now, mheshimiwa. And the situation is so bad, you know. Yeah. I wish our politics could be different. I wish that we could all be gauged policies on what we are bringing to the table. It is so sad that when you present yourself to be a leader, to represent your people, the first thing they want is money, you know, and we cannot blame the people. Watu wako na njaa ya ukweli, maisha ni ngumu. Yeah, so when they see a politician, they believe that you have those connections, you know, you are successful financially, so you can, you know, give them a bit of the money that you have. Yeah, so that's the reality of our politics. It's a very expensive affair, but then you cannot be faint-hearted, you know. We have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been on the trail now?
How long I've been?
Have you been on the campaign trail?
On the campaign, I started, you know, the official campaign period is...
this official one started on 29th.
Started the other day.
Yeah.
So hiyo ingine tunasema we have been meet the people tours, you know, going around, understanding what people...
Oh, because you don't want to be
going around
campaigning illegally.
No, you cannot campaign illegally. You have, you know, I'm running to be a senator.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to legislate. I know laws, you know, we cannot be breaking.
So how long have you been meeting the people?
Since January, I would say, end of January.
Yeah.
End of January.
Are you optimistic?
Very. In fact, Levi, I want you to call me back to the studio.
As Senator of Nairobi?
As Senator of Nairobi. And I'm working very hard to see to it that it happens, that I become Senator of Nairobi.
I hear you. We're speaking to Engineer John Ochoti. He's running on a KANU ticket for the Nairobi Senate seat. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to the Opinion Box. I'm here with Engineer John Ochoti. He's running for the Senate seat of Nairobi on a KANU ticket. We are talking matters Nairobi and everything else. Engineer.
Yes.
You know, let's speak a bit about national politics. I'm sure as you're going around Nairobi, you're keeping an eye on the top.
Of course. We want to market our top leaders, our strikers.
Your strikers.
Mama na mother.
And the things that are happening up there.
Yes.
Do you think it matters that a woman is a running mate? Do you think it tips the scales?
Very much, very much. You know, for the longest, the Kenyan women have been yearning for a space at the top.
Yeah? You think so? You know, before she's run as a presidential candidate.
Yeah, but now it is time, you know, and you saw the moment she was announced as the running mate of Baba, there was revitalization of the ticket. There was new energy brought on board. Baba is doing well, but mother also brought a new aspect, representation of women in the presidency.
Yeah, the question that's always asked is, will women vote for women?
I believe so, yes. So far, the excitement in the women voters is real in supporting Mother Karua.
Yeah?
Yes. The support is real.
You think that factor is a factor that will play out?
A big one, big time. And not just being a woman, you know, mother, we know mother. Everyone knows mother. Mother ni mweupe kama pamba. Mother has stood, has really fought for good governance. Yes. So look beyond the gender when you're talking about mother.
By contrast,
yes.
What did you think of the running mate the other way in your main competitors' camp?
They could have done better. You know, Honorable Gachagua is also a leader who's loved by his people. He has his energy. He's an asset. Of course, we have seen him campaign a lot for UDA. And you would say he has earned his place as a number 2 within Kenya Kwanza ticket. But kidogo, maybe it looked like it came as a surprise to him. He looks like Saidi anajaribu kutafuta balance, ndio ashikilie kiti sawa sawa, akuwe number 2 sawa sawa. Yes. Anapata balance, but kidogo, yeah, we wish him the very best.
Are you happy with the referee, the IEBC?
IEBC. I have not seen anything to you know, to make me think there's a problem within. You know, in the past we've had a history where they are blamed for bungling elections.
Yeah, you know, we wonder.
We saw last general election, the presidential election was even cancelled. You know, and these are things we really hope that they don't recur within our political space.
Yeah.
IEBC are doing a very critical role. IEBC every 5-year cycle wanashika maisha yetu hivi, you know. People become apprehensive. People don't know what it will look like. So we are really hoping that this time around they are prepared, they have taken their time, and they'll give us a credible election. That is what I'm praying.
Does it concern you that we are about 71 days to an election?
Yes.
And we do not know the exact number of the registered voters?
The registered voters?
Yeah. Do you know how many there are in Nairobi, for example?
I know the estimate. It says 2.5 million voters. There's the new registration exercise which was carried out a few months ago. So they have the mandate of updating the register and making that one public. I cannot speak for IEBC, but I believe this is information which is out there. It could be like a rumor. You know, IEBC cannot not know how many voters they have on the register.
They have to know.
They have to know.
Yeah, I guess you're right in that.
In
that regard. But when would you like to know as a candidate?
When would I like to know?
Yeah.
Anytime I want to know, I can get the information. In fact, the estimate of 2.5 million voters in Nairobi I got from IEBC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's speak about the political stripe, because most people, even in Nairobi, tend to base their politics on the issues of tribe. They ask themselves, so unatoka wapi and who's coming behind you? And where will you get the most votes? Is that a factor for you? Or if it's not, how are you dealing with it?
Tribe, we must accept, tribe is not a negative thing. It has been branded so, I mean, in a few fora. We have a strength in diversity. Coming from various communities, we live in Nairobi in harmony. Issues which affect Nairobians, you cannot say hii shida ya mboga ama hii shida ya hospitali ni shida ya Wakisii. Huwezi kusema ati shida ya shule hapa ni shida ya Wakalenjin. Ama useme sasa hii bodaboda hii vile wako na wana struggle kidogo, hii shida ni ya Wakikuyu ama ni ya Wajaluo. We all live in this city. We are affected by the same problems, same challenges that we seek to solve. And people, we cannot, of course, we cannot bury our head in the sand. People tend to look.
We all come from somewhere.
We all come from somewhere, and we have come a long way, really. And if you see the number of candidates who have offered themselves for the position of Senate.
How many are you?
As of yesterday, IBC had cleared 6 candidates to run for Senate. I hope they have cleared, I know they have cleared more today. I don't know the total number. But you can never say that there is a candidate for the Kalenjin, a candidate for, how many tribes we are? Over 40. We don't have 40 Senate candidates. So you cannot say that it will be a tribal affair. Yeah, especially in the city.
So you think in the city the game will be slightly different? People tend to reason more on what you're bringing and things like that.
Yes, especially if you've gone round. Come on, ground. People have real issues that they want sorted. And that's why I have even bigger beef with my competitors, my worthy competitors, who are hanging on the coats of their presidential candidates. Bishop, for example. Bishop is hanging on the coats of William. On our side, umeona Sifuna. Baba akikanyaga hapa, Sifuna anakanyaga next.
Yeah, ni SG.
Yeah, of course he's an SG. But he's seeking to become senator in Nairobi.
Yeah.
A senator of Nairobians has to sit with the people. Yeah, he is not going to be a senator of Raila. He's not going to be a senator of the presidency. He will be a senator of the people of Nairobi. Yeah, so that's why my approach is different. You will not see me on those caravans, like just snaking around, and I have to understand what people want.
What's your deal?
So I have to go there. I have to go to the ground. I have to go to Kayaba. I have to go to Viwandani. I have to go to Kuare pipeline. I have to go to Waidaka.
What's a typical day for you, like campaign-wise?
It is hectic, especially as we are moving closer to the election. It is quite hectic. We have to engage people. People have expectations. Supporters have expectations. And Nairobi is wide. You will find that people are calling for me to go to Westlands. Natafutwa huko Embakasi. Wengine wa Mathare, they want me to be there. So the first thing that I do is prioritize. Which area am I visiting? So I have a timetable. I have to go around all the 17 sub-counties. So a typical day is I wake up, of course, kiamsha kinywa, take breakfast. Then I prepare. I embark on the day's work. I'm not a full-time politician for now. I have other interests which I'm running. So naangalia naona hizo ziko sawa. Then now I start the day, depending on where the meetings are being planned. I have a team which plans meetings for me. So mostly for these 2 months, it's like they have taken over. Ndio wananipeleka. I have to follow the timetable that they have given me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
And you're optimistic.
Very, very. My competitors have every reason to be very afraid of John Ochoti.
I like your confidence, John Ochoti. There's a lot of talk about corruption.
Yes.
Especially with regards to Chapter 6 of the Constitution,
integrity.
Yes, and narrowing down to governors who've been impeached, or people who have faced, corruption charges in one form or another. Of course, they say that you are innocent until proven guilty.
Yes.
But then there's an argument also that there's also personal responsibility.
Yes.
If your name has been called out adversely, you can also say, hey, you know what? A step aside. What are your thoughts about that? Because IBC seems to be in quite a wrangle with some individuals who are running with questionable credentials, according to them.
Yeah. Luckily, we have institutions which take care of such issues.
Do they? You know, Kenya
Umesikia,
is just near that part.
umesikia wengine hata hawana degree, wako na masters na hawajaenda hawakumaliza high school.
Nimesikia hiyo maneno, nimesikia.
Yeah, so also people have been impeached. People, serious questions have been asked about them when they have held public office. Chapter 6 should be taken very seriously. As a senator, I am very clear on my role. One of those roles is oversight. Oversight is to ensure that the resources of Mwananchi, they are not abused. People don't steal. People don't pocket what belongs to Mwananchi. And therefore, this chapter 6 should be taken very seriously. In fact, if it's found that any of the institutions, EACC, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, who are clearing candidates, certificate of good conduct, I believe they are doing their job. Such that if you have a candidate who of questionable integrity being cleared to run, then people have to be held to account. We cannot keep joking as a nation with the issue of governance.
Yeah.
We have suffered a lot. We have lost quite a bit. We have questionable characters. You've had the Interior Minister. Amesema, he can be quoted, Amesema now you're having a parliament being run by thugs. By thugs,
basically, yeah.
By thugs. So we cannot accept as a nation. And I challenge Wananchi. Wananchi should be very careful on who they elect to represent them. Yeah, you are given a chance once every 5 years. This gentleman that you are, or lady that you are electing to office from MCA. MCA has a very clear role in deciding how resources are being managed at the county level, protecting devolution. So we have to elect people who are pro-people, who have the agenda of the people at heart, in all levels.
Yeah.
Ikuwe ni mbunge, ikuwe ni senator, governors, let us not just go for popularity. Let us go for leadership skills as well.
No.
Yes, and integrity. Integrity is key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about internal Azimio politics.
Yes.
What's your comment on Kalonzo Musyoka and the wrangles with
Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka?
Azimio?
Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is, the law is very clear. It's quite clear on when you can leave a coalition. There is a very clear set process of doing so, timelines. I don't think Musyoka, His Excellency Musyoka has met those timelines. He cannot run away from Azimio. And even I know at heart, roho yake iko kwa Azimio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He and others, even Governor Mutua, accused Azimio of saying, you guys prepared documents, alafu mukafunika the other pages, mukawaambia wasaini ya mwisho.
No, but see, they are.
And did you want to reveal the details?
They are all adults. They are adults. They are also, some of them are lawyers. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is a senior counsel. He's a lawyer. So how can you have a lawyer sign documents which they have not read? Remember, they are also politicians. So they have to also paint.
Kuna siasa wanacheza.
Of course, they are politicians. They are ni siasa. Yeah. So politics has to go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, of course, wakisikia kama wamefinywa mahali, it's their right to also to voice that,
Yeah.
And there are structures of voicing that. I regret the fact that it's regrettable that they haven't followed those channels. Yeah,
I hear you.
dispute resolution.
What do you think about governors running for Senate?
Governors who are running for Senate?
Yeah, two-term governors, many of them
we are in a democracy. We are in a democracy. Everyone has a right to run for any seat. Ultimately, the responsibility is with the citizen.
Yeah. You don't think there's a conflict of interest somehow?
Anataka nini? Yeah, of course, there's potentially conflict of interest, especially,
Yeah. If we investigate you tomorrow.
Yeah, a senator's role is, a senator has 3 roles. Number 1, you represent the people on all issues. Then number 2 is legislation. You make laws, especially which touch on devolution, protecting devolution, then oversight. this role of oversight is so serious that where we cannot encourage such kind of conflict of interest. It's my sincere, wish that once you have been given a chance to serve for 2 terms, surely, kaa tu kando.
Okay.
Let other Kenyans serve as well.
Our minutes are running out. Just 2 more questions. One,
Yes.
assuming it's August 10th and you have been elected senator,
Yes.
what's the first thing you're going to do? What's top of your agenda?
We have to, top of my agenda is we have to listen to the people. And if you listen to my campaigns, I am putting the people's agenda ahead of everything. I cannot want to be a senator who sits in my house, who drafts an agenda for the people of Nairobi. We have to listen to the people. I'm putting up a very good solution. I'm from the background of technology. We're putting a very good solution of getting feedback directly from the people. So my first day in office is to roll out that. And even before then, in fact, I want to roll out that. I want to see the issues of the people of Nairobi on a dashboard in a very easy way. Ukiwa Kawangware, when you wake up in the morning, you have an issue. There's thugs are ravaging your neighborhood. Immediately, you can also you can voice that through your phone. Na nitaipata. So that is top of my agenda. Then number 2 is to look at the burden which is facing people of Nairobi. Mfuko inaumia, hakuna pesa mfukoni. So we have to look at, we cannot overtax our people. We have to review the tax regime. We cannot overtax the people for supposed development that we are chasing. Then we forget that we are living on a day-to-day basis. Tunataka tukule vizuri, tunataka matibabu vizuri. We want, of course, we want good roads and everything, but as a people, we have to be taken care of. Yes. So I've said 2 things. You asked top of my agenda, but
Yes.
now it's like 2 things which are top. Number 1 is to put in place a mechanism of citizens to
of getting
participate.
feedback.
Directly from the people. That is number 1. Then number 2, we look at the burden, Nairobi and Sakari. Yeah, we have to lessen the burden. Wakati kina mama wako pale sokoni, they work very hard. Vijana pia biashara ndogo ndogo. Usipate tena kanjo wanakuja the 200 you're making, ambayo itoshi maziwa na sukari na hiyo kila kitu, then kanjo also wants a 50 bob from you. These are things we need to review. These are things we need to review. Of course, we need to pay taxes, but we cannot burden the people, the lower cadre people, with taxes.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Engineer Ochoti,
Yes.
what would be your parting shot to those watching you from Nairobi?
Nairobians, I look forward to be of service in this city. Nimejitolea kutumikia wananchi na naomba unisupport kwa hii safari. I have a lot in store for the people of Nairobi. We have programs that we intend to roll out. And when you are going to elections, when you are going to elect your leaders, be careful on who you put in office. We don't want to elect people just because they can shout loudest. We cannot elect people just because they have been around. They have been a big name around, but they have no agenda for the people. So nawaomba watu wa Nairobi, mnapoenda uchaguzi, you consider electing leaders that can serve you. And I'm taking this opportunity to ask Nairobians to consider me for the position of Senate.
Right. Thank you. We'll be watching. We'll be following.
Yes.
We'll talk some more towards the election.
Yes.
And we wish you the very best.
Thank you, Levi.
Bwana Ochoti. Are you found on social media anywhere?
Yes. I have social media handles. I'm on Facebook. Yeah, Senator John Ochoti. You will find me on Facebook. John Onsomu Ochoti is also my other handle on Facebook.
Okay.
On Twitter, I'll be there as John Ochoti,
Okay.
at John Ochoti. we can follow. I mean, we can do our conversations there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Engineer John Ochoti, he is running for Senate on a KANU ticket right here in Nairobi. That's the opinion box for tonight. See you next week, God willing. Good night.